Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is oil inventory day. Let me explain how that affects our morning strategy right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on this channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so as I mentioned in the intro, today is oil inventory day. Today is January 10th, and that report comes out at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So obviously you have to adjust for your time zone. Um, Already in my Discord this morning, I gave everybody kind of my morning recap as to what news to look out for, and then any potential sessions that I might not be trading. Which more than likely I will not be trading session 2 in oil. And that the reason for that is that for the last several weeks, oil inventory has been coming out at 10 a.m. Central Time, which is towards the end of our second session, which is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I felt that if it was at 10 a.m., if we get a trade early enough in second session, it's a go. And it's actually worked out. I think we've been pretty profitable on oil inventory days based on that updated schedule, and that's just because of the holidays that we had that and shortened weeks. Now that it's back to its regularly scheduled time at 9:30 in the morning, I don't like to be in a trade when that report comes out, and you're very high likely of that happening. Now, some traders like to trade it after the report. So let's just say that they do get an inside bar after the report. Hey, maybe there's enough volatility there and you don't get any type of reversal. Fine, it's okay. I mean, and obviously you have to make your trading decisions based on what your testing has shown and what you feel comfortable with. That's the name of the game. But personally, for me, I am not going to be trading second session in oil, so I'm going to be looking for gold and oil session number 1. So let's quickly take a look at where we sit in the evaluation account. We are currently at $50,528. So we are $528 out of 3,000 bucks in our goal. Weekly net P&L is 911. Obviously, the strategies have been doing really, really well. We've got 4 days complete. Winning days have been 75%. It actually would have been a little bit higher because we had a day that didn't count for us. And then here's kind of our curve. So, and with that said, the reason why, again, we had a very profitable day yesterday. We had pretty much both sessions in oil. Both were profitable. I only traded the first session. And well, I traded both in my cash, but in my eval, I did one because also gold was profitable as well. So that was full take profit. So it was a great day. I'm excited to see here what trades that we can take here today. Oh, I did have that loser yesterday. I had that in my funded account. I had the 15-minute Rob reversal. So now let's not just talk about the wins. Let's talk about the loss. There was that that loss that we took on there. I showed that in my video yesterday. But it's been a while. I didn't really like the setup so much. I explained it in my video, what I was kind of thinking during that. And but overall, still a profitable strategy for that account. So again, let's just see what the market's going to give us here today, and then stick around for the trades and for the recap. See you guys in a little bit.
Order submitted.
Okay, so here we get into our first trade of the morning, and this is in gold. It's the chart
Order
here
filled.
on the right. I am just adjusting my take profit and my stop loss based
Order
on
canceled.
based on my stop loss. That's my cash account that just got activated on the micro version of gold. Here we're trading on the E-mini. So that yellow line that I have on my chart, that's the overnight open, in case anybody's wondering. I do like to use that as a reference, but I still don't use that as a discretionary filter for any of my trades. I just kind of like to have a reference of it. And that, again, kind of goes back to Robert Anderson's strategy. And I still really do implement that and like to take trades around that. But for my morning strategies, I do not filter. I really don't have any EMAs. I don't have any levels that I'm really looking at. I'm really looking for price action to push out of consolidation and put in some reasonable targets that I think that it can be hit. So particularly in this case, now that price action has been sitting underneath the overnight open, and I feel like we're starting to get some support from that line. I actually felt really good about this trade. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'd rather take longs," going off of the overnight open. But in my analysis, I was actually feeling pretty damn comfortable on this gold trade. And again, my strategy is really just to push one way or the other from an area of consolidation, which I believe that these 5-minute inside bars provide you with that. I mean, obviously you can see we've got 3 inside bars. We've got 3 out of 6 or 3 out of 5 previous bars that are all inside. So, I mean, there's definitely some consolidation, and once you get that movement out of it, taking full take profit is a pretty high probability. As you
Target
can see,
filled.
Right there. Nice trade.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
All right,
Order
so
filled.
There I'm getting into a trade for an oil. So session 1 here, we get activated to the short. Guys can kind of see that you really had to be quick with this order, because as the inside bar closed, we got into that order very quickly. And again, my order management, the entry buttons there, I was able to show you guys what I do to get those entries in, which is very quick. And you really needed to be quick on that one to get in. Granted, if you were to have missed this trade, you'll see. So this is a full max source bar. So the down candle to the left of the red inside bar, if you were to take your stop loss all the way to the top, it puts it over 40 ticks. So then I reduce it down to 35, and I'm looking for a take profit of 35 ticks as well. Now, full disclosure, I honestly, after my first gold trade, I wanted it to be, I said to myself, listen, I'm only limiting myself to two trades here for today because of oil inventory. I took one winner, so let's just be happy with the one winner in gold. But oil just happened to be right after the gold trade, and I guess the excitement and everything else kind of got the best of me. Obviously, right here, it's not looking very promising. 3 pretty strong up bars, and I'm looking now for a pretty strong push downwards, and to hopefully kind of give me some help here on this trade. And we get that. I mean, this is a pretty strong down bar here, feeling a little bit better in the trade, but just comes right back out, and we get knocked out of this trade.
Stop filled.
All right, and then I wanted to include this trade, which was my 15-minute Rob reversal trade. This came in this morning, and obviously we get the setup. We get the setup to go to the long, closed over the ADMA. It's within my time conditions, so everything here was a go. Again, on this trade, I'm always looking for 35 points of take profit and stop loss. And I take this on my funded Top Step account. It's pretty much the only trade that I take with this particular funded account that I have. I passed the eval with this, and I've continued to trade only specifically this strategy. And if you're interested in the strategy, it's also linked in my description. It's the 15-minute Rob reversal. And, this is a momentum play, so you're really looking for a thrust upwards. This one kind of had some drawdown in the beginning, but once the momentum started to kind of kick into this trade, turned out to be pretty beautiful trade here. So 35 points on one E-mini on the Nasdaq is a $700 profit. So we're getting to an area here where I was thinking we might get a little bit of resistance, but full take profit. What a roller coaster today was. Holy shit, man. Um, what can I say? Today was just it was a very weird day. Where do we start? I guess we'll start with oil. Oil today, obviously, oil inventory day. You guys saw there the early morning trade, session one trade. This, let me just delete it so we can go over it real quick in real time here. So we get an inside bar here at 810. I let people know in my Discord we got a max source bar. I think I told everybody today. So we've got an entry order to go short. We got an entry order to go long, depending on where price action wants to go. Where does it want to go? It originally decides that it wants to go to the short. Now, if I go all the way up to my source candle, like I normally do, that's 43 ticks. My rule is 40 ticks and higher. You are then stuck going back down to 35 ticks. Okay, and that's the same that I'm going to be looking for in my take profit. Well, as you guys can see, we get activated, goes into profit for a little bit, and then we just get four consecutive 5-minute candles that are all going up, and we get knocked out of this trade. So I'm down already 300 and actually no, I wasn't down 350 because before that we had our trade in gold. Actually, I think they were both at the same time. They were. And gold hits really quickly. Small trade, 12 ticks, so $120. But again, that's a nice little buffer. So I'm plus 120. And if I bring back oil, I told everybody, so I'm down, what am I down on the day? $260 in the eval account. I told everybody I wasn't going to be taking a second session in oil. That bit me in the butt because, I kind of had a Q&A session in Discord. And, I see people starting responding, look at oil. And sure enough, we get an inside bar, 910, 24 ticks, full take profit. That would have pretty much got us pretty close to even, probably down $10 or something like that. But that's just the way trading happens sometimes. I made a decision. I stuck to my decision. If the trade would have lost, I would have said, wow, this guy is so smart. But that's not the case. It's just the rules and the conditions that you set in place. Stick to them. Generally, good things will happen to you. Obviously, you're going to get days like this where you lose out. Now, Let me explain to you. Uh, I said it was an up and day down. So down 260 here. Weirdly enough, I am up $288 in my cash account today, which is very strange because I got an early winner in gold, 5 micros. I think it was like $50. So I'm up 50. I get into gold. I get into oil. Same as the same trade I got into oil. I got into my cash account. I go to adjust my stop loss, and on accident, I hit that little X button where the OCO orders are, and it cancels out both of my OCO orders. So now I've just got the entry, and it's going up and down at that point in oil. It was actually in profit, and then when it went to the red, and then it was going back down to the green. And I'm start scrambling to try to create my exit orders, my bracket orders, and I get very frustrated, and I actually punch out of oil for about a $10 loss. Okay, now you have to understand that I would have taken about $175 loss on that, and I only ended up taking a $10 loss. But I was actually very upset because I wanted to be in that trade, and it was a mental mistake. It was a mistake that I made as a trader, and I was actually pretty upset with it. Now, did it turn out okay? Yes. There are going to be mistakes that you lose money on. There's going to be mistakes that you make money on. I ended up hitting my 835 NQ trade today. So everything working out, it was about $288. I'm doing a Q&A session on Discord because I said, you know what, I've got about an hour, guys, before I got to go to work. It's 10 a.m. right now. And since I wasn't taking a trade in session 2, I just let people ask me questions. And we start talking about the NQ reversal, and sure as shit, we get the reversal, and we get activated here at 9:15 in the morning. Here's our entry. So our entry line, you can see, I'm hoping that you guys can see that little triangle there. Let's see, line. So just so everybody can see it, would have been right there. There would have been your entry order, 1 tick offset. And we get activated to the long, 35 points, $700. Oh, why is my P&L not showing? Hold on. Properties. Show realized P&L 1 flat. $700 back into my funded account. So as you guys remember, yesterday we took a loss in that account. So we just took a winner on that, and got to record it too because it was during my session. So that was all pretty cool. It worked out kind of nice. So overall, unfortunately, the eval account down $260. I obviously care a lot more about my cash and funded accounts. Full disclosure, I think everybody would understand as to why. But at the same point, I'm having a lot of fun with the challenge. It's great because you can really see the strategy at play. You can see, what the statistics are going to be. So I don't know. I'm having fun with it. Hopefully you guys are having fun with it. If I can ask you for a favor, please just hit the like button. Takes a second to do. Helps me out. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you started trading the strategy, if you like it, what your results are. Are you trading in micros, e-minis? Had a good conversation in the Discord today. So if you're looking to join that, links in the description as well. All right, everyone. Kind of an up and down day for trading, but overall, I got to tell you, I'm pretty happy. So Happy day is a good day. See you guys tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone.